Well, several downtown Boise businesses were feeling like they were on the receiving end of a political attack over the weekend. We told you about this week we told you about, I should say, about a small contingent of the People's Rights Network who claim to be part of a civil rights mask movement. Well, they're going from store to store on Saturday, threatening staff and owners with paperwork, protesting the Boise mask mandate and the enforcement of it by businesses. One of those who watched this play out was Mike Rogers, who makes custom jewelry in his shop, Precious Metal Arts. It's in the Idaho building on 8th Street. He's been in business in downtown Boise for a quarter century, and he says he hasn't seen such a sudden drop in walk-in customers like he has during the pandemic since just after 9/11. Also in those 25 years, he hasn't seen what he saw Saturday, which prompted what he put on his door yesterday and prompted us to ask him, what's your sign?
They were literally pushing their way into businesses, yelling at receptionists, just causing all kinds of havoc. These guys weren't buying anything. They were just trying to prove a point and disrupting local business at a time when we would really like to have some.
So Mike decided he would discouragingly dissuade anyone who tried to do the same in his store by taping up this sign on his shop door saying masks are required to enter, no exceptions. Except that wasn't all it said.
And then I appended it with saying, look, if you're one of the morons that are trying to push a point with the mask protest, I'm going to consider an assault if you walk into my place, and I'm going to react accordingly. And I really will. I don't understand what these people are thinking. If you're pro-business, you're pro-mask. It's the end of that story.
And so what do you hope people take from seeing either your post on Twitter or just reading the sign on your front door?
I would love for people to kind of examine what they're doing. If you're one of these anti-masking people, why are you possibly trying to disrupt small businesses? But every single one of us have had just the absolute worst year. But why mess with this? We're not making policy. We're making policy for our particular places, which we pay for. This is my place here. You know, I get to make the rules. I don't understand what these folks are thinking.
Well, the post has gotten a lot of attention on Twitter. Most of it, if not all of it, positive. Mike told us he didn't have any mask mandate protesters come into his shop on Saturday. Not that they didn't try. He said they stood outside his window, but couldn't find a way in, not realizing the door to his shop located on the side. Boise police is continuing to investigate what happened this weekend and is looking to follow up with citations. So far, we know of 3 that were issued for trespassing. They're also hoping to avoid a repeat of what happened Saturday. Today, Boise police sent officers around to several of the targeted businesses to go over the city's public health order in case any other protesters that may choose to make a scene show up and what kind of police response they can expect should they call them.